My name is Anna Minova, co-founder and legacy builder of DGLegacy. We've created our Alive Fatal Event Detection model to detect when the worst happens and to connect your beneficiaries with their designated assets, ensuring your money goes to your desired loved ones. A few years ago, my family and I were in a horrific near-death car accident. The last thing that came to my mind was, oh my God, do our children know about our assets and how to access them? So if we are no longer around, they are financially secure. This is why we've built DGLegacy. I'm Anna, the CEO and co-founder, and I have my co-founder Peter on stage. Did you know that $1 billion remain unclaimed in the US alone instead of reaching their rightful heirs? The problem is becoming bigger and bigger because most of the assets are digital and spread across multiple countries. Each year, $5 billion more stay unclaimed instead of reaching their rightful heirs. The number one reason, they are not aware of the very existence of those assets and they cannot access them. This is why we built DGLegacy, the digital legacy planning and inheritance app made to meet the changing needs of the digital age.
Should my phone be there?
Next slide, please. How do you do that? DGLegacy enables you to easily catalog your complex digital and financial assets, designate beneficiaries to them, and in case we detect unforeseen event with you, we proactively notify your beneficiaries. This way, we give transparency and awareness for your loved ones so they can easily locate, claim, and access them. Our secret sauce. We use AI to automate digitization of paper documents. Our sophisticated heartbeat protocol monitors alive fatal events to detect if something has happened to you. And of course, we use bank level of encryption to protect your data. Why not use traditional methods like shared folders, hard drives, or an estate plan? The answer is simple. They can neither detect unforeseen events nor notify your beneficiaries so they can securely pass down your legacy. Estate plan is expensive, easily become outdated, not to mention that cannot provide access information and don't work for assets spread across multiple countries. Now, go to the demo. Peter?
Thank you, Anna. In DGLegacy, you can easily see snapshots of your assets, and with one click, you can access all the necessary information. With the heartbeat protocol, you can configure fatal event detection. For example, here, I will connect with Twitter so that my public tweets, you cannot hear?
Oh, that's better.
Okay, I will start from the beginning, try to catch up. In DGLegacy, you can easily see a snapshot of your assets, and then with just one click, get all the necessary information. You can configure, with the heartbeat protocol, fatal event detection. For example, here, I will connect with Twitter so that my public tweets are detected as alive events. There you go, in 1 second. I have configured biometric login, email checkups, and etc. Then also adding assets to DGLegacy is very straightforward. For example, with our recently added AI automation, you can scan any paper document in any language, and then DGLegacy will automatically extract all the data and will digitize the document. Here I'm digitizing a test ID document, and you will see that in just a few seconds, DGLegacy will get all the information and will classify the type of the document quite correctly. Usually it works for 1 second. This because of the demo, it takes more. But believe me, it works for 1 second, you can try. Then also, while it is loading, DGLegacy, it's super easy to designate beneficiaries into your assets. No, sorry for this glitch. Back to Anna in the presentation.
Okay, problems happen. Thank you, Peter. Why now is the right moment for DGLegacy? The market for legacy planning is there and growing fast. People these days have more than 100 online accounts in the US alone. The number of people with digital and financial assets has tripled in the last 10 years in the US and Europe. As 20% of the population now is over 65 years in Europe and US, a massive generational wealth transfer is coming. Heirs need to digitize paper document and protect their parents' wealth. With global uncertainty, people need a grab-and-go solution so they can protect their hard-earned money and loved ones. And all this translates into a market of 591 million fintech and crypto users who need a working legacy planning solution. How do we capture value? DGLegacy is a freemium SaaS with 2 paid tiers with different features. Cyber breach monitoring for the protected assets, family account, quick share of assets data, you name it. And our strategy is to boost revenue with services like digital will, add-ons, B2B2C partnerships with wealth managers, tax advisors, you name it. Achievements so far. We have 20K users with 7 uploaded assets on average. With 3% monetization, which is above the industry average, we are on our path to reach 5% mid-2025. And most importantly, we have 0 churned users so far. We are Anna and Peter, husband and wife, the founders of DGLegacy. We are second-time founders, and we have built and scaled company from zero to successful exit. With 35 years of combined experience, we deeply understand the problem space. You never know when the unthinkable can happen, or when you will be in a car accident like we were in. Unfortunately, it could be tomorrow. You want to be prepared, and you need DGLegacy. We are raising our seed round and looking for partners and investors, so no hair is left unsupported and no legacy left unclaimed. Thank you.
Thank you, DGLegacy. Judges.
Thank you for the presentation. You mentioned a protocol to detect fatal events. How does that work, and can you talk about how you avoid false positives?
Actually, we use multi-layer algorithm to detect different events. We use biometric, we use social media, as Peter showed in the demo, and also connected services. But probably if you need more details, Peter is the right person to answer.
Yeah, we have multiple layers to detect, to avoid false positives. We have multiple layers, like biometric login on your phone, zero disruption of your daily activities, monitoring of your public posts in preferred social network, then email checkups, and then one step of the many, many layers is phone call.
Thank you.
Very cool. Congratulations on everything you built. It's a very beautiful app. How do you get your users to continue using the app and come and engage with the app when there hasn't been an emergency situation?
Probably one of the coolest features, as I mentioned, is quick share. And we allow our users to enter, obviously, their not so important passwords, for example, Netflix or whatever. For example, if my son calls and say, "Mom, I need our Netflix password, bam, bam, this is quick share." And then his teacher asked me for his passport because he's on a field trip and he needs it. I'm just saying like, bam, bam. And this quick share feature is also a way to acquire actually new customers, not only engage our current ones.
This is a super important question if I have 20 seconds, because in the beginning when we launched DGLegacy, we said this is probably unfortunately the value is coming after person passes away, but then our customers said, no, actually DGLegacy gives us a very quick way to share with our financial advisor, with our whatever, children and etc. Yeah. So it provides value also while people are alive. For example, they can send link to DGLegacy to their aging parents in other country, and their parents can digitize all the paper documents so that the children who now are in their 40s, for example, know about the legacy that they will inherit.
And maybe just one follow-up to that. How do you ensure security and ensure that your users trust you with all that sensitive information?
Security is super important. Super important. Specific to your question, every information in DGLegacy is encrypted to the master password of the users, plus we use second level of encryption with unique secret key which is kept separately in third-party professional secret manager. So we use double encryption, which is unique. But apart from this, we always talk about security because DGLegacy is in the trust business, and we don't believe that trust is earned by one or two activities. It's in everything that we do. How quickly you reply to customer questions, how reliable are you? So we believe that security is part of the bigger umbrella of trust.
And we keep all our assets there and use it every day.
How do you account for families that are all around the world with all the different standards and regulations around privacy and data?
This is a super good question because exactly estate planning doesn't protect for this. Because estate planning is usually bound to a specific state or country. But then with DGLegacy, first you can give transparency to your loved ones, even if they're in different countries. Second, it gives you a chance to digitize, and to know that, hey, these are the paper assets, but I have them in a digital form, and I can quickly provide transparency for them. DGLegacy solves the problem of transparency. DGLegacy solves the problem how you can access these assets. Still, the legislation is behind this, so we are, I think, in the transition to the legally making this enforceable. RUFADA was accepted last year by US. The bill passed the Congress, so now these systems are legally enforceable in US. I think very soon this will follow in Europe also.
So it's a data product, a financial product, but it is, as you say, also a legal product. How do you avoid practicing law as part of this? And ultimately, what is the solution for legal services being provided, and how does that show up in your margin profile?
John, if I understand your question correctly, you're asking, are we a legal firm, and then how we provide legal services?
More so, how are you not a legal firm so as to not have to practice law state by state, country by country?
We are not providing estate planning. So this is how we provide transparency. For transparency, you don't need to be a law firm. We provide proactive notification of the beneficiary so that the beneficiaries don't need to remember for the next 30 years the Google link that you shared with me today, and et cetera, and et cetera. So this is our value proposition. We are not a law firm. Long term, we want to be DGLegacy to be a platform where estate planners, tax advisors can plug in. Let's say we trigger DGLegacy and you are a beneficiary. How you claim the assets, what is the tax implications, the inheritance law applicable. All this is a platform where third parties can provide these additional services.
All right, we are out of time, so let's give it up for DGLegacy.